A blessed day to you, all my sports to the bone people. Welcome back to the channel. Thank you all for tuning in. Hope everybody is doing okay. Hope you're all enjoying your day so far. So yes, my people, first video of 2025. Yes, man, first of many to come. I tell you, I said this a couple days ago. A lot of people started out with us in 2024 and they are not stepping into 2025 with us. So we have to give thanks for life, have to give thanks for strength and health. You understand? It's a blessing to be able to open your eyes and look around and know that you are amongst the land of the living. All right. So the first video for 2025, I am going to be taking a look at the top 10 cricketing stories coming out of the Caribbean for 2024. And this is just my own personal opinions, right? Our opinion, right? This is no formal list that was put out or anything. This is just me going off the top of my head, just highlighting stories that I can remember. So I am sure that you guys will put some in the comment section that I didn't remember, and I will agree with that they probably could have made the list. Of course, I'm going to start it off with a banger. Banger, banger, banger. And we're going from number 10 down to 1. So, the number 10, West Indies victory against Australia in Australia. Not very often we are given the opportunity to witness something like this, right? West Indies securing victory against Australia in Australia. I tell you, hopefully I'll be able to see this a couple more times in my, in my lifetime, right? So West Indies, their impressive win against Australia comes in at number 10. At number 9, this one a lot of people were hyped about, because it's about a young talent. You understand? For those who were paying attention to the Under-19 World Cup, for those who were paying attention prior to the Under-19 World Cup, they weren't too surprised when he came through and performed creditably well in the CPL, right? We're talking about Joel Anjo, right? Coming through in the CPL and lighting it up. I mean, he started off well, didn't finish as strong as we would have liked. Started off well, scoring some runs. I mean, his team didn't do too well in the CPL, but, he did well enough to get into the West Indies squad. So, number 9, the arrival of Joel Anjo. Yes, the arrival of Joel Anjo. And as I said, a lot of people would have watched him in the Under-19 World Cup, scored a lot of runs, and was well. A lot of people were waiting to see what he would bring in the CPL, right? But I had to stuck in a youngster in there, or something about a young talent. So he comes in at number 9. At number 8, this one is a bit not a happy note, but West Indies failing to get into the semi-final of the T20 World Cup at home. Yes, so at home, a team that was playing very well, team that was winning prior to the World Cup. We won a series against South Africa. We were doing pretty well where T20 cricket is concerned, and we went into the World Cup, and I think it was actually South Africa that we lost against in a game that would have decided if we would have gone if we would have made it through. So losing to South Africa, number 8. Number 7, tying this one with South Africa. West Indies clean sweeping South Africa in a T20 series. Yes, that one, my people. We have good players, yes. A lot of talented players that were on form. But the fact that we were able to go out there and take on a South Africa team that some would say they didn't have all their strong players. But, the fact that we were able to win all 3 games, that was impressive. That was, highly talked about in the Caribbean. So that's number 7. Number 6, have to involve, females in there. The return of the world boss, Deandra Dottin. Yes, the return of Deandra Dottin. Her return happened late in the year, but I am dropping that at number 6 there. So the return of Deandra Dottin to international cricket. Yes, shout out to Deandra Dottin. That's number 6. Number 5, Akil Hussein finally conquering the T20 bowling rankings. Yes. Akil Hussein conquering the T20 bowling rankings, getting up to number 1. That happened just a couple days ago. You probably could say a little over a week ago when that came out. But I could tie in also with that, Hussein and Goody Kishmoti occupying, 2 and 3 on the T20 international bowling rankings for a little while, right? But I'm going to give number 5 to Hussein there, conquering the T20 bowling rankings. Very, very big, my people. A lot of, it was highly talked about. We have to give credit where credit is due. He has put in a lot of work, and that was really good to see him getting up there. Number 4, Desmond Haynes. Yes, Desmond Haynes, not getting a renewal of contract, right? Desmond Haynes served us from January 2022 to June 2024 when his contract expired and it wasn't renewed. Desmond Haynes, my people, the lead selector then, he was somebody that a lot of fingers were pointed at. Even though he had a selecting committee, you understand, him being the lead selector, a lot of fingers were pointed towards him. People are always going at him, calling his name and stuff like that. So when this CWI decided that they weren't going to extend his contract, that was big news around the Caribbean, and a lot of people did a lot of talking on that. So that's number 4. Number 3, the rivalry, my people, the rivalry beating England in an ODI series. We probably can tie in the Bangladesh ODI series in this one also at number 3. We are used to winning T20 series. Yes, we're used to winning T20 series, but not very often we go out there and win ODI series. And to be able to win one against England, that was definitely good. So that comes in at number 3, winning that ODI series. And at number 2, CPL, St. Lucia Zouks, finally, is it the St. Lucia Zouks or St. Lucia Kings? Finally winning the CPL, yes. So St. Lucia Kings finally winning the CPL, my viewers and subscribers. Finally lifting the trophy. And it was a very, very good year for St. Lucia. You understand, we all saw what Alfred did. You understand where track and field is concerned. So, that was definitely good. And for them to win this, the CPL, definitely hats off to them. So that's number 2. But the number 1 spot has to go to Shamar Joseph unleashing on Australia. Yes, my viewers and subscribers, Shamar Joseph coming into Test cricket, stepping up to the big time and just demolishing Australia in that victory that I spoke about at number 10. So we started it off with a banger, finished it with a banger. Number 10 was West Indies' impressive test win against Australia. Number 1, the man that contributed a lot to us winning that game. Right, Shamar Joseph unleashing on Australia to help us secure an 8-run victory. I think we won that game by 8 runs. So that's my top 10, my people. As I said at the beginning, I am almost sure that there are a lot of stories out there that I probably missed. But just sitting and thinking, these were some of the stories that I covered. These were some of what caused a lot of conversations in the comment section of different videos that I did, plus different live shows. So yeah, that is the last video I guess that we're going to make right now, talking about, all those stories from 2024. So into 2025 we go, leaving it right there for now. Big up.